I'm Scott Sander. A wild overnight crash ends with a house on fire and a woman under arrest. It happened where Zionsville Road basically stops at 62nd Street, but somebody didn't stop, jumped a curb, hopped into the air, through between two houses, and hit another house, catching it on fire. Police say the driver then ran. Now someone is under arrest. They believe they've found the driver. That person's also in the hospital with injuries. A former Indianapolis Colt who's now in Congress won't be in Congress much longer. Anthony Gonzalez has decided not to run again. You may remember he's the Republican out of Ohio who voted to go forward with the impeachment of Donald Trump, thus angering many of his own constituents. He has sent a new statement saying why he's decided to step away. He cites family, but also says a toxic environment within the party is partly to blame.
Hi, I'm KYLIE Conway. As of today, there are 125 employees out at IU Health. That's because they have refused to get the COVID-19 vaccine. Now, IU Health says it's requiring vaccines for the safety of their staff and their patients. They had that requirement deadline for the second dose to be given by September 1st. For those who hadn't had that, had a 2-week suspension, and now they are out of a job. Also, IMPD is stepping up its patrols in school zones. This comes just shortly after a 7-year-old girl was hit walking home from her school. She was a student in the Indianapolis public school system. Her mother and a crossing guard were also hit and injured, but they did survive. And while our David Williams was out covering the story yesterday, reporting live right outside on the east side where the little girl was hit and killed, he saw police pull over someone who was speeding and likely getting a ticket. So you can see that entire story online right now at wishtv.com.
Hi there, I'm Drew Blair. Today, the FDA Advisory Committee is meeting to discuss a third dose of the Pfizer vaccine as a possible booster. The committee plans to look at the results of 3 reports that came out this week showing that boosters restore immunity that is lost over time. Wish TV medical expert and former Surgeon General Dr. Jerome Adams shared what he expects to come of the meeting. He says that they may parse approval by certain groups. First, people who are immunocompromised, then people who are over the age of 60, followed by anyone who is most likely to have immunity issues, and then people under 60. The advisory committee started meeting first thing this morning. Meanwhile, President Biden is directing OSHA to issue his COVID-19 vaccine mandate to companies that employ more than 100 people. Indiana's Attorney General Todd Rokita is asking the president to reconsider that mandate. Rokita issued a statement calling it an example of government overreach. He acknowledges that vaccines are protecting millions of people, but that he says the mandate prevents room for discussion and disagreement.